All right, it is day 3 and we're going back, hitting the trail, looking for Sasquatch sign and new areas of interest. The Ozark Man's getting ready outside. I'm gathering all my belongings right now and we're getting ready to hit the trail. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Appreciate everybody for watching and let's hope we find something good tonight. We might stay in the area tonight or come back and run around here, which, like I said, it's connected to the park basically, so we should have some luck. It's going to be really nice out today. The only problem is there's going to be a lot of turkey hunters in the park, so that's a bummer. But like I said, we're going to scout the area, see if there's a bunch of other campers, hunters, and human activity before we actually commit to camping out there, because we don't want to be around a bunch of people. But yeah, we're going to gather some evidence, look for some sign, and hopefully run into the hairy people. Another beautiful day in Boogerville.
I love it when the dogwoods bloom.
Yeah.
Squirrels are chirping, crows are chirping.
Yeah.
See that crow over there? They're awesome.
Yeah.
Crows love just plain unsalted peanuts. You put them on a little platter.
Mm-hmm.
You get a crow call. Like there's a flock over there. You could call them over here with a crow call. They'll come flying over here. Dozens of them.
Yeah.
And you leave a plate out. They'll remember you forever. You leave that plate out.
Yeah, they're smart.
You could call them in like pets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a crow tree right there.
Yeah.
Right across there.
I'm an old crow.
250 yards straight out, eye level, straight out. See right there? You get that powerful zoom?
Yeah, you got good eyes.
He's just a solitary crow, but he's trying to call his buddies in. Is that it at the top of that tree there?
I'm looking for him. I can't find him.
I'm going to use your binos.
Yeah, grab the binos. If we can't find a crow, we can't find a Sasquatch. We'll find them.
Your binos in your bag? Or?
They're on the table. Oh, I see him.
Is he sitting in that tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. He just took off, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. How'd you know?
I saw him fly.
Okay. Well, because of the pines. But yeah, this is good Sasquatch habitat down in here. I found one of the biggest buck rubs I've ever seen in my life down in here. It looked like an elk. Like it was as tall as me.
Nice stretch of pines in here.
Mm-hmm. No. Thought it was an orange.
Back to the earliest days I've ever heard of like Bigfoot in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
It was always just these really faint, distant howls.
Yeah.
And then I kept hearing other audio from other areas that was louder and clearer. So that's kind of one of my...
I thought the screams were just people pranking on me. Like, I've heard bobcats and foxes, and they sound pretty wicked, but, like, I've heard Sasquatch scream, and it's like an elephant.
Yeah,
like that.
I like getting as close as I can.
Big of an animal, yeah. The only places I get screamed at
the most ruckus.
is always by water, for some reason. The Merrimack, man. It's hot.
You got a lot of bluffs and Ozark hills and mountains overlooking these rivers down here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they really like it in there for some reason. See something?
There's like 3 or 4 all stacked up. What I'm really looking for, I haven't found in Missouri yet, is a really nice, perfect teepee. Just, like, bam.
Yeah.
Just a big, you're not going to find it next to a road. Most of the ones I've seen, like, up north, they're usually way out. I mean, you're off trail, sometimes like 2 or 3 days off trail.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll find a teepee that's just looks like a primitive. There's no there's no skin stretched on it, but the frame is all there. And it's tight.
Yeah, all up in here. This is where the Sasquatch stuff is. All in here. It's like they parallel that river. It's steep in there, though. Where is it? Somewhere in here, there's like some good X's and stuff. Beautiful country, though.
Yep. Well, I like the pines because even up north, the sun will come down into them. You can hike through them, you know, and the acidity of the pine needles prevents a lot of this small undergrowth of regular plants.
Yeah.
So you don't have as many weeds. It's just standing pine.
There's an X. See that?
Acidic soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. It's right off the road, but kind of small. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of fallen stuff in here.
There is a lot of fallen stuff. Where is it at?
That's what you call this area needs some selective, they got some weeds and stuff growing in here. We're getting to a mix.
You think there's a cave in there?
I think inevitably along the river, most of these big bluffs, there's usually at least one cave you can sneak into.
Yeah.
I don't know how much. You'd think if it's an area that's very secluded, they climb in. If I was them, I'd be hanging out.
Yeah.
Hey, what if you're a rock climber?
Yeah, this is like a really...
Hey, you need to get out and get this freaking view right here.
Yeah. This is a good spot for running audio. Look at this. Running audio.
Fuck yeah.
I seen something white over here. It just darted off. I don't know if it was a big bird or what, but it was like grayish white and it went down that hill when I first came here.
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put an audio recorder right here.
Do it,
I'm
man.
gonna do it right now.
Yeah. No one's gonna
You're
get
right,
mad at
this
you.
is a good spot.
I was telling you, yeah, there's a lot of secrets to this park, and I know.
All right.
I'm always willing to find more.
Well, you're right. This is a mammoth ridge top here, man.
Yeah. That field's just right down there. It's scary looking off that cliff. You can easily fall. There's a trail right over there.
Tell you what, let me go over here. I'll find a nice one, a nice place to hang a recorder, and I'll mark it, and I'll come back and pick it up early next week.
Yep. And I've never hung audio here. I've just thought, oh, wow, this would be a good spot.
Sunset 7:45.
Parabolic and thermal right here, dude. So we decided not to enter in the same way that we usually do, and we're going around the park and going in a different way. But still trying to go around the same location, possibly. You about ready, sir?
All right.
Good deal.
Lucky turkey feathers in here.
Yes, the lucky turkey feathers. What does that do? Does it entice the BF to come in? The squirch?
Birdman.
You're just asking for predators to follow you with those feathers. Get attacked by a bobcat. All right, we're heading down this trail and looping back around to an area where we found some evidence at before, so we're gonna check in between this trail and a past research area and see if we can find any caves, any sign. This area is excellent for fishing. It's very diverse. There's a lot of catfish, smallmouth bass, largemouth, crappie, and all kinds of different fish species. But it's a really good spot to fish because you can see the fish from this trail and makes it a lot easier. There's like eggshells there. I don't know if those are snake eggs or what. Probably copperhead. What do you think? There's Sasquatch in there? Nighttime?
Just looking at this is always nice to see when you get like a trickle
Yeah.
coming out of this cave here. That's big enough to sleep in right there.
Yeah, it's huge.
Look at this right here. Yeah, this is
Yeah, there's a trail there.
it's a pretty steep one for humans just to be doing this all the time. If you're going to be running around at night and you're in the middle of the day, yeah. It's interesting right there.
Yeah, that's pretty
You can
cool.
pull your canoe up right here, go look at the cave, come back out. There's people are just addicted to looking at caves.
Yeah.
There's some nice flowers. He's right in here.
Oh yeah, those red flowers. Wonder if the Bigfoot like forage for certain flowers. I know a lot of them are edible. I actually have a big book I bought from Merrimack Springs, and it shows you all the different flowers and which ones are edible and what you can do with them. Yeah. There's a little sock up in that hole. What the heck? Missing 411, guys. Yeah, be careful with these rocks. You never know if one's just gonna drop down on you. Yeah, it is.
And it's all white and faded off.
Yeah.
That means there's bats in here.
Yeah, that's a
Aside
pretty.
from the big glowing eyes in the back and all the eye shine, you know.
There's definitely like a cave system going on this ridge, this whole area.
Yeah.
It's like a tunnel system.
There's a lot of caves.
Makes you wonder, you know, with what's going on around here. In these areas, anyways. Not this specific area, but miles away from here, we have Bigfoot activity.
State, man.
Yeah, the whole state's active.
Caverns and caves.
Yeah. Copperheads love this trail though, because I guess it's rocky. All the holes in the rocks.
Yeah, you got the rocks and you got the water and there's little rodents,
Mhm.
things to eat.
It's a really colorful area though. Like the water's like blue and green. Yeah. Yeah. I guess there's no one here though. There's a few cars in the parking lot, but I think,
Still kind of early in the season for the floaters.
yeah, I think they went
Still kinda
hiking,
cold.
mushrooming, turkey hunting, or fishing, bird watching. This is a good fishing hole right here.
Fireball. That kind of sums up the whole, you know, you're going down the river. Get a case of fire.
Something threw a stick. I guess a stick fell from the top. Or something's up there. What do you think? Fell from like right up there. Make yourself known. Darn it. I guess the stick fell from the top. We thought someone threw something, but could have naturally fell. It's hard to say. The creek is so cool here, man. Is that what it is? Limestone?
Yeah, that's the limestone.
That's pretty cool though.
It has some iron in it.
Uh,
And it's sandy. It's kind of gritty. It's got sand mixed in with spot areas.
yeah.
Sand. They're usually given kind of unique.
Yeah.
Some iron in it.
Limestone and iron, yeah.
There's all kinds of geological names. I got a cap on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm not a geologist, but I did stay at a holiday Inn sometimes. I'll have to look stuff up.
Yeah. Google
It's
it.
great going out hiking with a geologist, though.
Yeah. Just add a,
The first big flood that comes in here,
yeah. Right?
water snakes, cottonmouth, 4 water snakes in this thing.
We ran into another hiker. He's a really friendly guy. So there are people out here in the woods, but not too many. It's not too bad. You really got to watch your step around here because you could easily fall into the water. I've done it before. Dude, this right here is a good, yeah, oh yeah. That's where that's a nice cave. Yeah, it's a fairly large cave. It goes far back there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. What do you say we keep hitting the trail? You want to go up to the cave? I say we keep going, unless you want to go up there.
Let's get some Fitbit points and go down a little farther.
Okay, yeah.
It looks like it tapers off here.
Uh-huh. Very cool. I've always wanted to walk past this part right here. I just never have. There's like a little spring that pours into there though, into the creek. We're in some really diverse habitat and I'm starting to see a lot of big trees around the area. And they say Sasquatch like uncut forest, natural forest. So this would be prime habitat right in here just because the water's all around them year round. There's just a ton of vegetation here. It just got green in Missouri and it's real thick. What do you got? What is it? Oh, a turtle. Okay.
Just sit, wait, and he'll stick his head back up.
The goal is hopefully we'll hear some knocks and they'll triangulate around us. That'd be the best recipe, honestly. They find us, yeah. Well, at nighttime, yeah. That'd be cool. We just climbed all the way up this hill. The river's way down that way, and we're making our way up this ridge. Just seeing where it goes. We have no idea where we're going. We don't know what we're looking for, but we will when we cross that area. There's gotta be something in here, man.
Yeah, this loops eventually over where we were.
Really? Yeah, that's what I figured.
Main path.
Mm-hmm.
Splices into it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, this is
Canyon in here.
Dude, look at that crevasse.
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool back there.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't notice this last time.
Yeah. I wonder where it leads to.
It's a boneyard.
Yeah.
Watch out for snakes.
Well, we didn't find anything up on the Ozark Trail, so we're heading back to the vehicle to get some lunch and regain our strength, our belongings, and we're gonna head back out later. But we found this canyon here on the way back. We wanted to check it out before we left, see what was in here. Oh, wow. I bet when it rains a lot, there's like a big waterfall in here. Well, I know there is.
This is a place to take a shower on.
Wow. This is a really unique area.
Hey, could you throw that in my backpack?
Yes, sir. Always pick up your trash.
Hey, you could splice a little Jurassic Park theme music over
All
this.
right.
That's cool.
You didn't tell me you took raptor eggs.
Woke up with a velociraptor in my room.
Yeah. I think of that when I come to this park. It's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, this is a nice. Oh, we got a little. Hey, there's a little cave over here. Look at that right there.
Yeah.
go sit in there.
There's no sign that says do not climb.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's just a little nook. It's not really a cave. It's kind of a nook.
Good spot to cool down though. Get in the shade. Oh, there's another hole right there.
Yeah. Now there's a cave in Puerto Rico.
Ooh, Puerto Rico.
It's a really cool cave. You can talk about this one. You guys can Google this one. There's a cave in Puerto Rico with a unique species of boa constrictor, and they're only native to this cave in Puerto Rico. And as you go into this cave, the boas are blind. They've never been outside the cave. So they hang down from the insides of the cave just like fingers, like Medusas,
Yeah.
like arms hanging down.
Yeah.
And every night the bats come in and out of the cave. And these things, they can sense the motion of a bat going by, and they bite bats out of midair, and they eat them.
Yeah.
And you got
Flying rats.
There's a professor at a university who books private tours of this cave. You can go in and see these snakes hanging from the rocks and the bats going in and out. So it's not open to the public. You got to have like a, an educational permit type thing.
Area. Yeah.
But it's been on my bucket list to see that cave for a long time.
Is that a buckeye? Isn't that good luck or is that bad luck? I think that's a buckeye.
Yeah, that's a buckeye. I got 2 buckeye trees on my property. That's what they are.
I got him.
What'd you
See him?
Oh, that's a different kind of lizard. That's not a female skink. I forgot the name of that one. Right here.
What do you got? I can't even see it. Oh, yeah.
It looks like a log.
Yeah.
But it's coloration. I used to
Yeah.
catch these all the time, but I'm pretty certain I'll have to look at its head. You can tell by the shape of its head and by its eyes if it's a water moccasin or not.
Yeah, I got a good photo.
It looks like that's called a green water snake.
They say they have dual vocal cords, and that's the best answer I can give you.
Yeah, nobody really knows.
No.
I've heard descriptions from people who study animals and stuff with, pipes like that.
Mm-hmm.
They call them just different air sacs in the throat,
Yeah.
and they will. But nobody really knows.
Even their whistle, like one of them whistled, and it had the low tone and a really high tone, all at the same time, like a.
Yeah.
But with the high pitch too, and the low tone. It's like, how do they do that? The other ones that whistled, one was high pitched, another one was high pitched, and the last one was like low and high.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
The one we heard last night, it was we initially heard an owl, and it was a pretty nice. I thought it was just a regular owl call, and then we heard another one, and then there were 2 different calls, and by the time we heard the last calls, they were deeper, longer, and sounding more like just human vocal cords.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It didn't sound like.
It's kind of it was the beginning of what I call a squatch scream or a howl from a distance. It was like they were building up to it.
Yeah, they were wanting to, and then they kind of calmed down and fizzled out.
Yeah, that's when we kind of.
But maybe that's a sign that it's early in the year, and as the season progresses, the vocals will come out more often, hopefully. But yeah, man, let's get at it. Hopefully, get some food in our system, get back to that structure area, do some more research. I can tell you're wanting to run that parabolic. I want to run mine too. So.
Yeah, I accidentally left my parabolic back at the cabin last night, so.
Yeah. Redemption.
The Ozark man's inside taking a nap, and I'm out here coming up with a plan for tonight. Someone's down there logging away. I noticed there's a lot of logging going on in the area, so it's hard to say where these beans can be at this moment in time. I mean, I'm thinking in the summertime, that's when they become more active because they have more places to hide, and it just gets nastier and nastier as the year unfolds, so people won't be treading through the woods as much after morel and turkey season.
You don't know what that is? I don't know.
I'll find out. I got a book from the University of Missouri on Missouri wildflowers, and there's so many in there it'll make your head spin.
Yeah.
Monsanto made their world headquarters here. There's so many plants that make their headquarters.
Yeah. I thought they killed plants. Flowers.
Yeah. For anybody who's in the botany.
All right. Be like, oh, that's such and such. Could be natural, or maybe that's a little structure. Yeah. Oh. There's some tree leaners. I think that's people.
Firewood. Poor man's shelter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could be a Jewy, but the fact that it's right here by this field. Someone's hunting. I walked to like the edge of that ridge, walked down through these pines down here, and then came back when I came. I was like, I didn't find shit. But I didn't go everywhere. All right, so we're gonna go explore these pines, see what we can find. I think we kind of came up that way yesterday to the end of these pines, like the burn. I think that's what it was, but we never came fully through here. And
Oh, okay.
I think there's a lot more, maybe. Yeah, we got pines on both sides. That's looking pretty good. This is where the turkeys are.
Ready for a gust of wind.
Yeah.
My OT gurus, the guys who are, we actually have some hikers in our group. Let's see what they got.
Yeah.
Any muddy area in the middle of the Ozarks,
Mm.
and there's water, I always,
Yeah, I always try to look.
If you can find a pond, fine. But
Yeah. Maybe if we just traveled the bottoms like the Merrimack, where it's all muddy, we might find some good tracks. I don't know.
yeah, they're avoiding ponds and mud too. It's just, you're gonna see a decent impression,
Mm-hmm.
especially after a rain.
So they're definitely intelligent enough to where they're avoiding leaving tracks. Like if a
Yeah.
spot's muddy, they're like, okay,
Yeah,
walk around it.
I'm pretty convinced of that, and a lot of other Native Americans and researchers say the same. Yeah, they're smart enough to know that they shouldn't be leaving tracks all over town.
Yeah.
I think, when they're out in the middle of their own forest and a construction crew comes through and takes over their forest and there's tracks all over, okay, you caught them.
Mhm.
But other than that, they're smart enough to know that they're heavy and they leave tracks.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have the ability to do this. Just wipe away the track, or with like a branch.
Yeah.
If they accidentally did leave one,
I heard
throw a rock on top of it.
somebody
hide
told me
stuff.
They backfill over and they fill in there, they smudge them. They take a stick and just...
You just have to wipe your foot around on it, distort it,
Yeah.
if you did accidentally leave one. And I think they can, like where we walk through the woods, they can see where we walked. Like how Native Americans could see, like, the leaves that were flipped up and the blades of grass that were bent. They pick up on that type of stuff.
They can pick up our scent too.
Yeah, and our scent, yeah. Oh, damn. We got a dove. He was like, woo, woo. Had me going for a second.
Cool.
Yeah, they do sound cool. Grayling dove. Well, there are frogs in here, so, I mean, frogs are good. People love frogs.
You ever eat frog legs?
Mm-hmm. Tastes like bass.
It tastes better than freaking chicken.
There's just a single break, but there's hairs all over it. Should we collect one of them? Might be deer hair.
You get a buck scraping its head all over.
It could be. Looks like deer hair.
Yeah, that's deer hair, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of whitish.
Yeah.
Unless it's on all fours. See, this is actually, look, there's kind of a, this is a buck scrape. I'm standing on one. It's all bare dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
And look, see this side right here?
Branch broken. Yeah, there's a buck
You can tell
scrape.
where the buck rubbed its antler.
You can see
Just
some.
rub the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some deer hair. Good eyes. Looking for hair.
I'm trying to find primate hair. Ancient hominid people hair. Not sure what it is. I don't know. That's hard to say.
Look at these. These are pushed over cedars, man.
Do you see any hit marks?
Pushed over and buckled in.
Yeah, they seem to be pointing the same direction.
Cedars usually don't get pushed over. They just cut them because they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. I don't really see.
Like where they hit it with the bucket.
From a big bulldozer. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, good find, man.
You see something smashing into it. These have all been pushed over. All three.
Yeah.
And there's a fourth one. Look at this dead one. Laying over the top. I don't know. Something's not adding up here.
Yeah. Good find.
This looks like it's done recently, man. This is, look at this. These are what used to be fairly healthy plants here, just pushed over. They're growing. I'd say this probably happened maybe last year because the leaves are settled in here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe happened a year, maybe a year and a half ago.
That tree is loaded with flowers. Hey, if there was a white Bigfoot, that'd be the place to stand, right?
Yeah. Dogwood.
Yeah.
Wise father says, hang out by dogwoods.
I think an owl went off. An owl went off way out that way.
Hang out by dogwoods and clusters of white birch trees the rest of your life. You will live a long, healthy life.
Right. Long time, man. Do you think the Sasquatch stay near this area, or do you think they like go extremely long distances?
The deer population year-round in Missouri, pretty high.
Yeah.
And there's enough clear water and deer alone for these things to chow down year-round.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other wildlife in here, you know, but they're cutting all this stuff, thinning it out.
I'm gonna have to eat a big greasy meal when I get back. Probably lost a couple pounds hiking.
Hey, look, this is a nice handicap.
It is. They got it smoothed out for the handicap.
Oh, shit.
Well, at least they're treating the elderly with respect, not leaving them to fend for themselves.
We'll go left first, and then go right. This might be a loop.
Yeah.
We can just take the loop.
Pretty sure the last time I came here I went right, so that's good. We shall go left. It will lead us to our doom. Doom!
Maybe the wood boogers know this is not the trail.
They're in here.
So that's kind of where we're monkeying around now.
Oh yeah, that is, because we walked up this way.
So we're just on the next ridge over. If we make
Yeah.
a little noise over here, hopefully we can coax them in. But this is a nice dude.
Yeah, this is where we'll walk
The
up
road
to.
ends, and then here. Boom.
I think we'll have good luck here if we
Yeah.
plan on this for the future.
And it's handicapped, so people are gonna be bugging out and not coming in here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Turkey vulture waiting to pick up dead people. All right, man.
He's like, you guys haven't been killed yet.
I'm just checking things out. Don't mind me. You're
What a
alive.
jerk.
Never mind.
What a jerk.
You look pretty feeble. I was thinking about taking a hunk out of you.
Right? Can't believe he
Yeah,
thought
Bill
that.
was talking about the vultures. He said there's black vultures moving into Missouri now. Those are the ones that attack livestock.
Yeah, this guy's looking for a meal.
Yeah. Look how thick the brush is here, man. If you're a deer or any kind of critter,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
good luck seeing something in here, dude.
Yeah, it's thick in here, but I think we'll have good luck with
Hey,
audio.
Another good thing, all these trees around here are
Uh-huh.
alive and healthy. I don't see any dead widowmakers.
Yeah.
Just a good spot. It's a good spot.
It's the perfect habitat, man.
It is. I mean, you're near that. It's diverse. Rivers nearby. Yeah.
This is awesome.
Hayes doing a little humbling.
Yeah. I like all the hiking, but one day we're just gonna have to stay put. The whole, we don't, like, once
Yeah.
we get burnt out on hiking, we'll just let them come to us. But it kind of sucks not moving around, just staying put all day too. But here, I feel like our stuff would be more protected because they can't park and come to our stuff. They'd have to walk past us. Unless they came through the woods, which they could.
I mean, We're on the OT, and you can camp 100 feet off the OT. So we are not conservation hunters. We are hikers. We're backpackers. That's it. I'll do a Google satellite search real good. If we can howl and make noises up here without like irritating somebody nearby and making a sheriff come out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll just double check that. Yeah. Otherwise, I think we should be fine.
Oh, we got a tree break back here. Nah, it looks old. Looks natural. Yeah, it's thick in here, but I think we'll have good luck with audio. Here's something weird. Look at this perfect ring. Like this perfect circle. Do you see that? Yeah, I think a UFO landed right there. You never know, man. Where's the radiation meter? Whoa. This looks like a crater. Told you. UFO crashed. Landed right there. Yeah. Grew back up.
This is like probably a conservation pond that just, for whatever reason, dried up or couldn't see water.
Maybe they pulled some iron out of there. Yeah, it seems to be.
Break.
Yeah. Good eye, man.
Four breaks right here.
Yeah. All right, we're finding some breaks.
These are bent over and tucked. This could even be like a nest, like an ambush nest.
Yeah.
They could be laying in there and just hanging out and picking deer off from that pasture.
Very well could be, man.
Even this limb is, well, this is dead. A lot of dead, broken shit just banged up in here.
Mm-hmm. Check what I just found. Look at that.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. Find of the day. That's how it went down. He's the tree clearer now.
Yeah, little 8-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Small little rack though.
Yeah. Yeah, just laying right there.
Good souvenir.
Yeah.
I thought I heard the howl last night in this direction. Howl.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere out that way, yeah. The only problem with that. Mm-hmm. All right, we're back at the research area. The Ozark Harry Man's getting his parabolic microphone, and he has some, what is it, pheromone chip? Oh man, that smells raunchy. Yeah. Let me get it off to the side a little bit. That's pretty bad.
Smell this from here to Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put this stuff. I'll have to wash my hands. I got some wipes to wipe my hands down, but this stuff smells.
Yeah, it stinks.
Best if you use rubber gloves, but I'm gonna tough it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll tough it out. Joe's a lot tougher than I am.
Come sniff me and get close to my thermal. That's what it's kind of all about.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we'll see. Anything will work. Or I'm up for anything anyways.
Wind here. I carry the scent that way.
Yeah. Yeah, the wind's blowing that way.
accessible.
Does it stink?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to
We got some good sign around us. Some arches.
be. Spring is in the air.
Yeah. Somebody shot a turkey
Is that
illegally.
a poacher?
It sounds like a poacher. This is right around the time the turkeys start grouping back up and flying up into the trees. Yeah, that wasn't the shooting range, was it?
Well, no, it could be.
I guess it could be.
Shotgun over there.
Yeah. Very true.
Well, this one had the string left on it. That'll spare me.
Yeah, that stuff is stinky. Hopefully that gets them.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it sounded like they're clipping up there maybe. Is that, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hearing anymore.
I'm gonna put one over here. So remember, this other one's right behind us on that tree.
Yeah. Are you hearing anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. The wind's starting to calm down.
Yeah, if anything puts a damper on things, I'd say this turkey season, just bad luck.
Yeah.
You know, timing.
I think so.
If they're not moving around, they're hunkering down.
Yeah. Which they are real shy beings, creatures.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
That real nice howl last night. I wish I had my recorder running. It was.
Yeah.
They're definitely hanging around, but they're laying low. And
I had the camera running, the
Oh, you
audio.
did? Okay.
But will it pick it up?
hopefully.
Maybe.
What time did we bug out last night?
10:30.
About 10:30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like with every 15 minutes to half hour, it started getting noisier, and
It did.
it's kind of like, well, I didn't want to get boxed in, man. I was like, shit,
All right.
that's the latest we've been out here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a chicken shit, so it spooks me being out here.
I'd rather be together. If we're
Yeah.
if we're gonna let the shit go down, let's just hang together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just perching mine on my knee like this. See that?
Mm-hmm.
And just pivot it. And use your knee as kind of a pedestal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a fair amount of chip behind you, by the way, so definitely shoot over your left shoulder. Of all the noise I heard was back this direction here.
Yeah.
Back over there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. I keep hearing banging back there. Yeah, I got mine turned on, man.
Gonna hit record. Seems like us talking back and forth makes them comfortable, if that is them. Just softly talking back and forth.
Yeah. Something's scratching back there.
Yeah.
Hey, if that crunching only happens with the wind, it could be the tree tops banging.
It could be.
But if you hear like stomping going on, you can distinguish between forest floor stomping and the tree banging.
Mhm.
They got a different sound.
Yeah. These are good conditions, man. Oh, shit. I saw the heat signature. And when I saw it, it like ducked. I wasn't recording though. We'll have to be quiet. What the hell is that? It's gone now. I'm serious. In the field. There was a big heat signature. Yeah, I saw it and it like, whoop, like got out of the way. I'm recording now. Do you hear anything? Could be, man. So the trees are gonna be orange. It's not there anymore though, it's all blue. No orange. It could be. That's probably. It could have been. I'm recording. But for real, I'm not trying to just create TV content. There was something in there.
Was it?
Yeah, and when it noticed that I noticed it, it like,
Oh, okay.
it got out. Could have been a deer though, coming into that plot.
You're not downwind of that thing.
Oh, really?
We got a crosswind, so it had to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a figure staring like this way.
That's the direction that freaking howl came from yesterday.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna figure out a new way to scare us, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
If it saw you, it's gonna go tell the others, and they're gonna come fuck with us as soon as it gets dark.
I think so, man. Don't tell on me. What if they like get fed up and bring the big ones in, like the adults? Oh, we got the pheromone chips. Something might happen.
I'll take the jar off that thing and distract them if I have to.
Yeah. It's not there anymore though. I'll keep an eye out.
How big was it? Size-wise?
It looked like a head and shoulders, and you could see the torso. It was like, and got out of the view. I know. It was like that. Yeah, freaked me out. I heard it too. Back that way. I think they're here. If you guys are here, give us a wood knock. If you guys know what we're thinking. You guys are so smart. I can hear
light switch. Alright, in this next segment, I spot something off in the distance, and it seems to be a rather large size considering the distance between us and it. Whatever it is, it also appears to be about 10 feet off the ground, give or take. I place down my parabolic mic and focus on my thermal imager. I try to alert the hairy man, but he seems to be occupied and focused on something else down the ridge. Thermal that way, to your left. Do you see it? Do you see it? To your left. That way. It appears that two different heat signatures showed up from the other side of the holler right when we started playing music. During this scene, we are playing music off of the Ozark Hairy Man's playlist on his phone, so I didn't want to get a copyright issue, and I decided to play some Native American tunes over it, so you're not missing out on much. There wasn't any audio, and I only saw heat signatures. I'm not sure what they are, but they appeared right when we started playing the music, and they seemed to be really curious. I had to sway back and forth to capture what I did because it seemed like the heat signatures were moving. They weren't staying in place. You know, if it was a turkey up in the trees, they weren't in one spot. They kept moving, so I had to keep swaying back and forth and moving from left and right just to capture what I did. But I know that something was watching us from across the field because it came in on all fours and it looked like a hominid. And when it noticed that I was watching it, it swung to its right and took off. And that's all I saw. It kind of resembled a rake. It came in on all fours and I saw a round head, and it swung its head to the right and took off. But it had that shape. So I think they came in on all fours, and that's what I saw. But I feel like they went back a little bit, skirted around the area, and slowly came back in. And I feel like that's what I saw in the field, is these figures that we're watching now. Are we looking at Sasquatch heat signatures? I don't know. They're really high off the ground. They're keeping their distance, and they seem to be coming closer despite the fact that we're playing music out in the woods. We are definitely looking at a flesh and blood creature, and it's not just heat bouncing off of the trees. I believe that there's actually something there, whether it's a wild animal or the Sasquatch peeking out from behind the trees. We have to remember that they are covered in fur, and they're not going to give us a complete red hot heat signature because of the fur. So if their face does have skin, that's the only part we will see is, you know, their hands, their feet glowing a little bit, and their face, because the fur covers the heat. We also have to remember that there's a good distance between us and the heat signatures, and a lot of trees and brush in between. So that within itself will block off a lot of the heat. And if the Sasquatch are looking for holes in the woods to peek out of, you're not going to get a complete heat signature. The only way to really know if it's Sasquatch is if we continue doing this on a regular basis. My belief is they will build up the courage and eventually come up closer to where we can get better footage of them. The heat signatures eventually disappeared and all the activity went to an all-time low. There was a lot of hunting pressure this time of year and a lot of people foraging for mushrooms, so my belief is that the Sasquatch are playing it safe and not coming any closer. It could be possible they've been pushed around all day by people and they're just looking for a place of solitude. The Sasquatch have a lot more patience than people and they will wait until we leave the area. Maybe next time they won't be so friendly.